Namaskaram friends. So in this video I am going to talk about spirituality and its dimension called attention. See, attention is very required in each and every field, but in spirituality it is the core of everything, because we are attentive both physically, non-physically, both in outer world, both in the inner world. Then only any fruitful things happening within us or in the world, because if we pay our undivided attention on anything, that thing reveal itself in its true form, whatever it is, whatever you take. For example, in my background you can clearly see sunrise. If we pay enough attention on every day on sunrise and sunset, its location, its how it looks when it rises, how it looks when it's you can say set, and in the whole day how it's function. So from this idea we do not have to read a book, or we do not have to, you can say, assume anything. From by looking at it we understand the nature of sun. Okay, initially it looks like sun is moving, but if we pay attention on the you can say subtle movement of earth, then we clearly know that sun is just stable. Sun is in a constant stable form. Earth is moving around the sun, moon is moving around the earth. So all these things are written in the book, or you can hear about it, see about it, or read about it with the help of the experience of other people. But in reality, if you pay undivided attention on anything, it will reveal itself completely in all its form. What is the nature of its existence, how it functions, how it is importance, in every dimension it reveals. Okay, so attention is very much required. See, in daily life, if particularly for human being, they may more than 99% of the human beings are not paying undivided attention on anything. Whatever area you choose, if you pay undivided attention and show your dedication, your devotion towards it, that thing completely reveal to yourself, and you are capable of understanding it, doing it in its complete form. For example, in terms of, if I want to seek anything, if I want to know anything, I want to pay attention on it, and I have to gather each and every dimension of it. Even if I miss one dimension, then all other dimensions are not correctly represented in my mind, because if we pay attention, the data is collected in our mind. For example, if I pay attention on the tree, the data about the tree is downloaded in my mind. That means shape of the tree, color of the tree, shape of the, you can say, leaves, how it is structured, to which length it grow. Okay, so by seeing things you understand the limitation, you understand the infinity, you understand the nothingness, everythingness. Because if people say that cosmos is, you can say, infinite, so what is the definition of infinite? When we look at a tree, tree is limited. That means it grow from you can say earth, its root is embedded in the earth, then it grow after some point of time its end. Each and every tree have a different shape in terms of leaf, its terms of, you can say, its stem, in terms of its root. Each and every tree is but limited. Nothing is like which is started from something and it's never end, both in past as well as in future. But if we look at the nature of the universe, that means where you stand, if you want to go up, a point come after which you go not, if you do not able to go you can say beyond that. But it is not that beyond that nothing exists. No, beyond that our body is not capable of surviving, not capable of in survival mode, because we also have some limitation. That's why non-physicality is a dimension through which you can travel wherever you want with the help of your mechanism. See, non-physicality do not have a mechanism, but whatever they have, through that they are capable of traveling wherever you want. Through meditation you are also capable of doing that with the help of your mechanism. But in meditation, if you want to go to the core of the creation or any dimension where your 5 elements of existence become an obstacle, then you present on the planet earth, you go there by shedding your body, travel there and come in your body. So there are many mechanisms, many tools through which you can go here and there. And in all these manners, attention is very required in every field, for engineer, for doctor, for lawyer, for judges, for parliamentarian, for leaders, whatever field you want to do anything. Attention is very required. Who pay key attention and show their dedication and devotion, that work is definitely going to happen. Okay, some qualities are present within you. It is of course given by the creator, but your work is more important than what is given to you, because it is not in your hand what is given to you, but what you want to do is completely in your hand. Okay, so never rely on luck, rely someone but never give luck as importance, that if you do not have a luck, you are not capable of doing anything. No, luck is a factor, but your work, your dedication towards your work is a completely in your hand. And the solution, or the you can say key point for attaining those is attention. On whichever thing you see or hear, you meditate. Attention does not mean just see, just hear. No, whatever you want to understand, just decipher that dimension in its full form. For example, if I want to understand about the creation, I pay attention on each and every atom, through microscope, through with the help of our mechanism, because our mechanism is see certain level, certain range of light, certain level, you can say frequency of sound, but many of sound we are not capable of. So we using mechanism, we using machines like microscope for seeing atoms, for small atoms, using microscope for seeing star, because through naked eye we are capable of seeing just few stars, not all the stars, but through microscope we are capable of seeing more than our naked eye. Through naked eye we see ant, we see small microbes, but not all the microbes. So using our, you can say, microscope, you are capable of seeing more than that what we see with the naked eyes, and through that more number of data is collected in our mind, and we decipher and we claim what is the nature of creation based on that limited data. Okay, but through meditation we are capable of downloading each and every type of data, whatever data is produced in each and every moment. And when we say anything, when a meditative people, when a mystical people say anything, that means that thing reality, or you can say the proportion of truthful in that talk is more very real to very much real to reality. So it is very important how, with the help of, see, many factors are required. First one is your undivided attention, your mechanism, how you keep your mechanism updated and in which state. And when you collect data, for example, all the people are collecting data, and based on that data they work in the creation, but it is very important that in which state they are, whatever atmosphere, whatever condition around there, and how dedicatedly, how devotionally they collect that data, and their, you can say, their urge to help people, to solve the problem of the people or enhance the mechanism of the human being also required. So there are very few people like that who devote their time, who devote their life in solving the problem of the human being and raising their mechanism to a higher level. And it is very important in nowadays that we have to prepare some number of people in that arena, so that lots of problem is going on. More than 90% of people are suffer from many problems. So it is our responsibility, it is the responsibility of the responsible people, that we have to solve their problem with the help of whatever we know, and also gaining knowledge regarding this direction. Okay, for example, let's say if we just if we just give the tool to the human being that they understand their mechanism, because our mechanism is a chemical factory, different types of chemical is produced there. So if they control, they take charge of their mechanism, whatever produce, whatever not, whatever is happening, and also take guidance of the people who are work on that terrain and solving the problem there on. Most of the people, not all, if most of the responsible people, everyone is capable, but who are giving their time, their devotion towards it, and in every field, not in just one field, in every field, then most of the problem is solved. Because if human being, each and every human being solve their problem by their own, and also people who are not capable of or indulge in any different task, if some people help them, and without you can say, if not help them, the best thing is each and every human being who are aware of it, not the, of course not the children who are just born, they need some care, they need some time, but people who are more than, you can say, in adult age, also elderly, if they pay attention or their mechanism and solve their problem by their own, most of the people, not all, because at some point of time grouping is required, community help is required, but most of the time, then you can say more than 80 to 90% of the problem is solved, and remaining is solved with the help of, you can say, with the help of ideas, not ideas, but with the help of community which are devoted their time and life for helping people in whichever age they are. So it is our responsibility that we make not machine, we make human being aware, make human being conscious that in each and every stage of the life what are their responsibility. If there is, and also keep their mind the inclusiveness of it. Inclusiveness of it, that means you do not just think about yourself, your family, your society, your state, your nation, your world. No, you have to think about the whole creation. Aham Brahmasmi, a very good term given in the Indian spirituality. Aham Brahmasmi, that means you are the creator of this whole creation, and it is your responsibility to solve that problem, understand the problem, and enhance the mechanism of human beings so that they got liberated in their lifetime. And whatever it takes, it takes lots number of people for support. You have to gather that people, whatever they require, not only money. You do not have to pay money, just you can say if required, give them the survival tool, as well as take their time, take their, you can say, efforts, energy, potential to solve the problem of the world. Because many people are aware, many people are not, but there is an instinct in each and every human being. They want to expand, they want to expand from the limited to the unlimited. Earlier, let's say you give them a room, people who are living on the road, if you give them a room, they are satisfied for few years. After that, they want a bigger room. If you give a 2 BHK, they are satisfied for few years, then again they want a bigger. So in their whole lifetime, for example, if you see now, many people who have money, they want more. The reality is that at the last, they do not have to take even a rupee of it and go to the heaven or go to the other dimension, but they collect it. Other people are just striving, that just go, you can say, many people are starving for death due to malnutrition, due to food insecurity, but people gather just money for their well-being, for their survival. And the reality is that no one take even a penny of it and go to the other dimension. So we have to aware each and every people in whichever field they are, even business people, political people, you can say security people, everyone we have to aware of. Because as a human being, we know that war is going on in different parts of the world, in between one country to another country, okay, between one region to another region, between one community to another community, between one religion to another religion. That means fight is going on different issue. And we know that all these things are just awake, because people do not make their mechanism or create their mechanism or become conscious to the thought that their life is present in each and every human being, in each and every atom. If you threaten one energy, it is automatically threaten your energy. That means if you harm any person or any living thing, any animate or any inanimate object, you indirectly harm yourself. Because energy, let's say energy is a, for example, there are 100 parts of energy, and there, for example, there are, let's say, energy is made up of the 100 parts, and 100 parts are present in 100 different animate and inanimate objects. So even if you hurt any one of the object, all 99 it suffer, because energy is the combination of all the 100 parts. If any parts is suffer, the whole energy is suffer. Because if you want to know anything in its entirety, in its complete form, so you have to understand its each and every part, is each and every dimension. Okay, so we have people have to aware that, and this is a very, you can say, good example set by the people in, you can say, in when they are in difficult situation, that just become a realized human being, just become a conscious human being, all the problems are automatically solved, because people who are conscious, and how they become conscious? Through attention. Attention is the core in the spirituality. Anything, just pay attention. If you pay attention in terms of physicality, in terms of non-physicality, everything look like a opening of a box in front of you. Other people not see it, but you see it. Just look at a plant, just look at the sun, just look at the sky, just look at the human being, their behavior, their talk, just look at the bird, look at the animal, everything. If you pay your undivided attention, its shape, its size, its behavior, its role, what they do, you collected some data, and with the help of that data, you claim that This is the nature of the creation, and if we function like that, we achieve to that level. And also mystery of time dimension is also very important, because at different time, at each and every moment, infinite number of things are happening in the creation, and infinite number of energies are also functioning. So if we understand the at which time which types of energy is prominent, which types of activity is prominent, and if we devote our time or life in that energy, in that work, and solve that problem, or using that energy enhance our mechanism, and then you can say future problems are automatically solved. Because if people are not aware of that energy, not aware of that importance of what is going on in the creation of that moment of time, then that thing play on the human being in the future, and people suffer. So we have to become conscious in each and every moment. Consciousness does not mean you have to just sit and become meditative. No, whatever you do, if you eat, if you read, if you talk, if you travel, whatever you do, just become attentive, because at each and every moment, at each and every moment, infinite things are happening within you also, within your body also. If you take charge of it, understand it, and whatever you do, just conscious, then many problems. For example, road rage cases, people are not patient, or people are not so, you can say, understandable, that if rule is made for the traffic rules, then how you violate it, even if there is no person, and if red light is, you can say, red light is burned, then you do not have to cross the road, because it is the rule. Many of the time the traffic police are, you can say, behaving in a, you can say, unruly manner, but it is your responsibility to follow at an extent which is made in the rule. After that, if it is the wrongdoing of the policeman, they suffer, there is a different mechanism for solving it. But many of the time I see that people just cross the road if anyone is not there, even if the red signal is there. So these are the just small thing in when you see, that is the importance of attention. When you travel or whenever you sit, just pay attention on each and everything. When you travel, you see unruly behavior of the human being on traffic signal, on just following the you can say how people travel in one direction of road and another direction of road, how people of when people are going to travel on any other place, how they behave there. Just pay attention on it, just pay attention on it. They go there, enjoy, just you're throwing some, you can say, garbage there and just return. No, if you go there, enjoy there, so it is your responsibility to collect the garbage and put it into the dustbin. No, but many people, many are on occasion it is not. In Himalaya, the problem of Josimat, like climate change, environment, ecology, all these problems have come because people, human beings, are not relate themselves or pay attention on the nature or their mechanism, because mechanism of human being and nature are very much related. If you do not pay attention on it, then problem is automatically created. So see, there are few people who pay fully attention and aware other people or other groups in their grouping, that they do this type of search so that their area is not suffer. So people who understand their mechanism and the nature, they not face the problem of conflict between you can say development and environment, or development between economy and ecology. No, people who are not aware of it or just focus on just ecology, they suffer from the development, and people just focus on you can say economy, they suffer the ecology part. So we have to draw a balance between ecology and economy. Then many cases like climate change, environment degradation, forest fires is a natural phenomena, but sometimes it is also man-made. Like earthquake is a natural phenomena, but sometimes people earthquake is a good phenomena, but people who made their home on the earth prone areas, then if earthquake happen, their buildings are collapsing, people are dying, there is a loss of life and money. So people say that earthquake is a bad phenomena. No, earthquake is a good phenomena, just pay attention on it. Earthquake is a good phenomena, tsunami is a good phenomena, drought, flood, everything is a good phenomena, because earth want to recycle themselves and you can say produce, you can say, nutrient to the other life form, but people try to encroach on each and every part of the planet. So this is the, you can say, bad thing about understanding or paying attention on each and every life form. Okay, so why I emphasis on paying attention? Because if we paying attention on river or environment, on different microbes, on different plants, on different ocean, different land form, we see the importance of it. Which area is good for which life form, which area is good for construction, which area is good for preservation, which area is good for travel, which area is just we have to left it as a, you can say, untouched by the human being. So by paying attention to it, we derive different types of conclusion, and there is a need of policy making. That's why we choose conscious people to make policy, to make law for the other human being who are not conscious. Because this is the rule, that each and every human being have to be conscious and solve their problem, but very few people are subscribed to it. If very few people are subscribed to it, then automatically problem is not going to solve. So it is the responsibility that at a higher position, at a leadership position, conscious people are there and make policy and program for in different arena. Nowadays people, like you can say criminal people who have no knowledge, that means very less knowledge about the other human being, they become a leader, they become a prime minister, they become a minister, they become a, you can say, assembly, MLA, MP. How? Because other people who are conscious, very few people are conscious, and who are conscious, they do not want to jump into the politics, they do not want to jump into the, you can say, mess of the politics. But we have to understand that whatever negativity, it is our responsibility to take charge of it and make it clean. Not just saying it is bad, it is bad, it is bad. No, it is our responsibility to go into that field and make it clean and make it, you can say, healthy for other human being. So it is very important that at a leadership position, conscious people are sitting and they are making program and policy for the well-being of the other human being. Because if they are conscious, they understand how to keep the system of the human being, how to set the environment in the country, in the region, that all the people are benefited out of it, not only the human being, all the life form, all the environment. For example, let's say for example, if I want to sit on a leadership position, that means I have to pay a huge, or you can say very keen attention on each and everything what is going on in the creation. I have to keep our mechanism on such a level that it is capable of downloading each and every data what is going on in each and every moment. And if I am conscious, I have such amount of the data, and I put myself for the service of the human being, and if I sit on a leadership position, I have a many different types of tasks. I have to solve the problem of each and every human being, not that for a country, for the whole world, not for the whole world, for the each and every human being, that whatever the problem they have, because they have a problem related to God, they have a problem related to environment, they have a problem related to their mechanism, they have a problem related to their family, they have a problem related to their community, their language. There are many problems. So if you just look at the problem of the human being, and people who do not have a problem, if they want to enhance their mechanism, if you just look at it, it is not a problem, it is a question which people do not find answer, and whoever find it answer, they try to apply it in their life. So everything is not a problem, everything is not a, you can say, enhancement. Everything is just a question. People who find its answer, they are happy. People who are not, they suffer from it. So we have to take each and every problem there, you can say, how different they are from the other problem, and solve it. And through that only we come to a point of spirituality, philosophy, literature, religion, human being, life, creation, creator, preserver, destroyer, knowledge, wealth, power, yoga, our dimension of mind, dimension of body, travel, you can say, talk to people. All these dimension of come by understanding the problem of the human being. Because there are two types of people: someone who suffer from a problem, someone who just take that problem as an enhancement of their life. If you suffer from a problem, so you want a solution of that problem for other human being, and do not try to solve that problem by their own. But people who are seeking, they try to solve the problem by their own, and most of the time they are capable of. And if not, they seek the guidance of other leader or other guru and solve that problem. So it is very important that human being have to make yourself on such a level that they are capable of solving their problem by their own, without the help of other people being. At last, if they are not, because there are also some limitations, then they take help of other human being and solve the problem. So basically it means that human being work together, in each and every field, and it is only happen if human being work together in each and every field, and each and every being have their unique nature, that means unique experience. So if each and every being have their unique experience and a problem have come, people share their thought on it, and so that problem is resolved in a very quick manner. Because whatever is problem created in the world, also is solution present in this world only, because see, if each and every human being, let's say there are For example, hypothetically, let's say 100 people are living in the whole world. So if each and every human being, not 100, let's say 200, because there are more than, there are 193 countries. So let the 193 people are living in the whole world. So it is the responsibility of the each and every human being, whichever part they are living, that for their time, for their geographical location, for their atmosphere, for their environment, they become conscious on such a level that in future, let's say if each and every people have a responsibility to cater, let's say 50 million people. So if they aware of that, then they solve the problem of their region also. But we know that nowadays, due to globalization, people from one part of the country going to other part of the country. So people who go to other part of the country suffer from many problems, because they move from one geographical location to another geographical location. So it is the responsibility of the leader. You have to aware of your region, but also at the same time also aware of the what is going on in the whole world, because people from the different country coming to your country, so you have to solve the problem of that people also. So for that you have to take knowledge from that country, from where they come. For example, in USA, people from almost all parts of the country are living there. So the president of USA, leadership of the USA, have to understand the problem of those human beings from where they come. So for that they have to go to other parts of the country and understand the living pattern, their demand, how they want to work, and after that they provide some. If they are not providing, people are not, you can say, most of the people are not demanding, because they know the limitation of it. But if the leadership of the USA providing them something in their regional form, in their for their environment, that means environment and geography of USA, but some, let's say, cultural aspect, some food aspect, some music aspect to add to their task, then their efficiency increases. So it is very important that we understand the problem of the people, what they want to do and what is the need of the hour. Both are important. We have to tackle both of things, what is the need of the hour and what people want to do. Sometimes it is required that what you want to do is more important than what is needed in the world. No, what is needed in the world is most important than what you want to do. But again, it's a high argument, because what if we give people task to do this thing so that you enhance your life? So some people are doing it by, they want to enhance their life, and with the help of enhancement of their life, they want to open different dimensions. So but some people are not enhancing their life, just wasting their time. So people who want to enhance their life have to just drop their idea and help these people. So this is the need of the hour. But at many a time we have to make a balance between what is needed in the world and what people want to do, because if we just rely on the what is needed in the world, then other dimension, that means what people want to do, what types of dimension they want to explore, is completely ignored. So it is our responsibility that at some point of time we have to punish people also, because if you are not paying attention, if you are not dedicating your life and time on that object, then how you assume that other people who are just solving that problem and they want to do something else, just leave their task and come to you to help you. If you are a genuine, then it is good, people leave their task and come to help you. But it is, you can say, deliberately that you do not want to do anything, and when you suffer, people have to come and help you. So it is a very bad idea, bad example set in the whole world. For example, in terms of health, we know that we have provide them tools, technology, what to do, what to not do, what to eat, what to not eat, which type of exercise you have to perform, so that you are healthy all the time. And there is no requirement of like gym. Gym is required if you have a money, you have to do. There are many tasks, but even if you do not have a money, you do yoga, which require the help of your mechanism only. You do many meditation technique, you do running technique, because there are many things through which you are become healthy. But people who have a money, they just skip the exercises and just eat bad food, and by consuming bad food and by skipping the exercises, they become obese. They faces many problems, and then there are people admitted in the hospital, and different types of syringes, medicine are used on them. Many manpower are just wasting their time on them. Wasting the time, why I talk about it? Because if they are earlier conscious, in a 24-hour, whatever you do, you have some time in which you do your exercises. Even if you are not, whatever you do, just include some activity into it with the but just by doing your work you do that thing. For example, if you are reading, if you are reading, just walk and read. If not, just put something in your like earphone in your ear and just listen something for some time, for half an hour, for 1 hour, and after remaining 23 hours do whatever you want. If you are a, let's say, player, it is a best thing because in your work the exercise is included. So try to include exercise in your work, then all other problems are automatically solved. And it is, and everything is the core of everything is the attention. Core of everything is attention, because when we eat bad food, when we are skipping exercise, and if we are attentive on our mechanism, if we paying attention on our mechanism, we know that our body do not require it. Our body required good food, our body required good exercise, and our body exercise and our body want opening different dimension of mind. But nowadays people, most of the people are work like a robot. They skip their exercise. They you can say consider a, you can say, holy task of skipping exercises and eating bad food, like they are eating a food for from the heaven. No, they are eating just a bad food. There are much scientific data, and if let's, there are many scientific data. People who are study science and research on it, they put many data. But just keep on your mechanism. Now eat some food on a one day and eat some another food on another day. You can say compare your mechanism on a two different days, and just analyzing that what is good for your body, adopt it, and what is not, just you can say discard it. But no, people, they do not want to become aware, they do not want to become conscious and do whatever they want to do in their life and suffer. And if they suffer, GDP of the budget, GDP, you can say most percent of GDP is spent on the health, spent on the education, spent on the, you can say, their solving their problem, which are automatically created by themselves. See, there is no problem in the world if we pay attention on everything, on plant, on leaf, on birds, or you can say even celestial bodies, on what is happening in the creation, what is happening in the life of the other animal, other plants, other flowers, in the soil, in the sky, in the fire. There is no problem. Everything is functioning in a very beautiful manner. Even a human being, everything is functioning in a beautiful manner. Only problem is in the mind of the human being, because they think something and they imagine something and try to apply in the world, and they think that this is it. No, we have to become conscious, aware, and touch the reality, then apply that knowledge in the whole world. But most of the people just you can say imagine something without paying attention on their mechanism, just from listen from anything, or just a thought come in their mind without checking it, they try to apply this in the world, and they suffer a lot. People around them suffer a lot, the whole world suffer a lot. So it is not that, because nowadays we think for virtual reality, artificial intelligence, big data, computer programming, all these things are initially come to solve the problem of the human being, but they increase the problem of the human being. On many occasions they increase the problem of the human being, because through virtual reality people want to live in a virtual world and skipping the real world. We know that virtual, as the name suggests, virtual reality is virtual, it has no connection with the reality. But reality, what is going on in the whole creation. Facebook company form a meta, that is meta universe. We talk about multi universe, meta universe, whatever it is. So people, if they see it virtually, or see with their experience with their five senses, they think this is the reality. No, we have a much more senses present in our body. There is much things are going on in the whole creation. Just go in the forest and look at the types of tree, the functioning in the forest, the behavior of the plant, tree, flower, microbe, leaves, and changes of, you can say, weather, changes of sunrise, sunset, moonrise, moonset, behavior of the, you can say, birds, behavior of the, you can say, rivers, plants, mountains, everything. These are the metaverse, these are the real thing. We have to pay attention on each and everything, because this is the reality. By, you can say, by seeing these things, people understand, make a imagination out of it, and think something what is going on in the creation is not good. They want to create a different creation, but they are not capable of. They are capable of doing it virtually, but not in a real form. So the crux of this lesson is that we have to make our mechanism in such a position that we sync our mechanism with the whole creation and in touch with the reality. Whatever we do, if we do virtual thing or something which is not in connection with the reality, so we have to aware of it. That means we do not have to entangle in our own thought. If we create a thought which is a very much in sync with the reality, so we have to accept it. If we do wrong things, if we, you can say, go on a wrong path, if you see people going on the wrong path, we have to just identify it or separate it from the what is good for that person. So it is very important that in the mess, there are mess is going on in the whole world, because people do not want to solve their problem by their own, and if you give them tool and technology, they do not want to apply that in their life for their well-being only, not for the well-being of other people, for their well-being also only. So it is the responsibility of the human being, whatever it take, we have to solve the problem from their root. We have to consider the health of the human being a top priority, then only other things, because if they are healthy, if they are aware, if they are conscious, all other problems are automatically gone. And efficiency of the people increases. If the efficiency of the people increases, economic development of that country happen, ecological development of that country happen, cultural development of that country happen, social development of that country happen, political development, economic, all these development of happen. And this is the requirement of the time, because if we are politically active, if you are economically active, ecologically active, culturally active, these are the dimension of the human being. Because any country which is very much rich in their culture, their heritage, their science, their art, that means people of that region, or you can say dedicated their time in solving the problem or in understanding the different aspect of life. Because culture is a one aspect of life, history is a one aspect of life, economic preservation ecology preservation is a one aspect of life, economic development of one aspect of life. That means how much dimension you open, so the vibrancy of the life, because human being is the most complex, sophisticated life on this planet Earth. And if we pay attention on it, if we pay attention on different tasks like sports, music, dance, drama, sculpture, painting, architecture, everything is an expression of idea of the human being, what they perceive, or what they perceive as a life, what they perceive as the creation, what they perceive as the God. When you pay enough attention on each and every sculpture, each and every painting, each and every movies, not all, but what you think, they try to tell you a story of the creation, of the human being, of the society, of the economy, of the polity, of the nature of the creation, and everything. They try to understand from atomic to cosmic. They try to understand it and apply their idea, their thought in movies, in documentary, in articles, in books, in different form. They try to, you can say, tell their idea, tell their experience, tell their thought. And when we read it, we understand their experience, their idea and their thought in the form of book, also in the form of painting, also in the form of sculpture, also in the form of video, movies, documentary, also in the form of books also. So these are tools, these are technology, or these are the way, with the help of that you can experience the life of other human being. Because some people wrote about a tree. So first of all, you have to go near a tree, understand it in its true form, then read a book. But most of the time people just watch. If they want to know about sunrise, they watch it on a YouTube, on a social media, and they think this is the sunrise. If they want to understand about the galaxy, they just search the name of the galaxy on the phone, and they think they know something. No, these are, when we watch sunrise, sunset on our computer, on our laptop, when we read something from the book, when we read something in our gadgets, in mobiles, these are a secondary data, and these are the experiences of the other human being. If you want to know that, in whichever manner possible, try to connect with that directly. Okay, because these are tools which people are, you can say, not capable of realizing themselves, but we know that each and every human is capable of. So first collect the primary data, and then you can say indulge into the knowing the experience of other human being. Just with the help of your mechanism, just see sunrise and sunset, because there is no money required to see sunrise and sunset, because we know that on many places money is required for seeing something, but for sunrise, for sunset, for looking attention on the plant, for what is happening in the, you can say, space, for the stars, moonrise, moonset, nothing is required. You have to just pay attention on it. So important point is that we have to collect, first of all, we have to collect the primary data. using that primary data, we have to understand the creation in its true form, and then we collect, if you needed, if it is required, then collect secondary data and know the experiences of the other human being. Because if you are conscious, you are automatically know everything. But for delivering something in the world, you have to see something, watch something, and hear the experiences of the other being. For example, if you want to solve the problem of the human being, and if you want to enhance the life of the human being, you have to understand, you have to hear their experiences, you have to pay attention on their behavior, their tasks, then only you solve the problem. But if we individually solve the problem of each and every human, we do not have a much amount of time. So we have to just classify the types of problem into, you can say, different category, and solve that category, and with the help, and put that, you can say, solution of that part on different platform, in terms of book, in terms of video, in terms of audio, in terms of images, sculpture, in terms of architecture. We put in different parts, so that other people are take benefit of it and solve their problem. For example, in terms of religion, many people want to know about the creator. So in different they build temple, they build mosque, they build gurudwara, they build churches, so that people who are suffering from this basic fundamental question, that who is the God, what is the purpose of God, they come there and understand the experiences of other human being. Because if other human being who build a temple is built by the human being, that means that idea of the creator, the creation, is come their mind, and they build temple considering that God is in the form of the human being. That's why they build temple, they build home for the people, they build a core area where people go and worship it for their virtue, for their ideals, for their dimension, and they you can say give them they, you can say, devote them or worship them with the flower, with the honey, with the curd, with a different thing. So these are the idea, or you can say these are the experience of the human being. They experience, because we know that in each and every particle God is present. So who building temples are building in different form also, but some temples are built on the line of God is in the human being. But we know that God is present in the human form also. That's why they treat whatever ritual and practices going on in their temple are the focus of the rituals and task of the temple is what is the requirement of the human being, and when they attain or explore the higher energy form. That's why they build room, they give them food, they give them water, they give them, you can say, space for sleep, and also people connect with that God. For example, if any leader solve your problem, you send your question to that leader with the help of your representative, and you hope that your problem is solved by that leader. In same manner, they people going to the creator in different form, in different energy form. Basically, creator is present in each and every particle, in each and every energy in different form. So people who are aware make the energy form of God, so that they take benefit out of it, and other people who are not yet explored the dimension, just doing some sadhana, some rituals, get benefit out of it. So this is the core purpose of you can say building temples, mosques, gurudwara, churches, and other religious, you can say, infrastructure by the other religious group. So it is the requirement of attention, because who build the temple, they pay attention on how they build it, why they build it. Because if we build a temple